As New York City reopens, the Diocese of Brooklyn's Emergency Task Force is being honored for all the work the team did during the pandemic to get us here. Currents News' Jessica Easthope was at the ceremony and has more.
First responders and frontline workers put their lives at risk to help New York City fight off COVID-19. Now the team of people who had their backs is getting recognition.
Urgent Task Force.
Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams honored the Diocese of Brooklyn's Emergency Task Force. The 7-person team was presented with citations for their tireless efforts Friday. Over the course of the worst days of the pandemic, the task force delivered PPE, hand sanitizer, and even pizzas to police and fire departments, hospitals, and nursing homes across the state. The task force's work, all part of the Catholic mission of the Diocese of Brooklyn.
We didn't save lives, we helped saving lives, the first responders, the firefighters, the police officers, and we, as a Catholic church, I think it's goes to show the work that we could do.
Our faith-based institutions play such a vital and critical role on getting our city back up and operating. We cannot thank them enough.
As the city continues to get the spread of COVID-19 under control, the Emergency Task Force has shifted its focus from PPE to vaccinations, testing, and fighting food insecurity. In downtown Brooklyn, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Delilah Simmons, Program Coordinator, and it is my pleasure to work with the Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. We are here today to honor the heroic efforts of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn Emergency Task Force, which was formed by Mr. Vincent Lee Vienne for the COVID-19 pandemic to assist first responders and frontline workers. Mr. Lee Vienne will come to say a few words, then after that, I will read the citation. Then our Brooklyn Borough President will take a picture with each honoree individually, and then a group picture to follow. Congratulations to all of today's honorees, and thank you for all you have done to make Brooklyn safe and strong.
First off, I just wanted to thank, knowing the Brooklyn Borough President for so many years, thank you, sir, for going out of your way to honor us. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn, back in March, thanks to Bishop DiMaggio and Monsignor Harrington and Bill Mayer, wanted to go out and help, and thanks for them to give me the ability to go out there. The first thing we did was provide hundreds of thousands of PPE to all the first responders, the hospitals. Thanks to having Dr. Massey here. Thank you so much, Doctor, for all that you've done to save lives. It's been a true honor to help all those in need, from the hospitals, the first responders, the firefighters, the police officers, the nurses, the doctors, all the work we've done for Catholic Charities. But I have to say, when we were out there crisscrossing New York City, we saw the Brooklyn Borough President crisscrossing as well in providing that vital PPE to all those in need. He's been a true advocate for the Catholic Church, for Catholic Charities, for the Catholic Migration Services. The Brooklyn Borough President has always been there helping us to help the most people in need. And the Catholic Church, you can imagine, feeds the most, houses the most, and provides the most. As the city now, we've had the honor to run food pantries in Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights and all over New York City, and we've seen how New York City has changed. And we're very grateful for this honor, very grateful to have the Brooklyn Borough President with us, and very thankful. Thank you so much.
Whereas since March 2020, in response to the global pandemic, the Diocese of Brooklyn COVID-19 Emergency Task Force, founded by Mr. Vincent Lee Vienne, has distributed more than 500,000 masks, 100,000 bottles of sanitizer, and 40,000 pairs of gloves to the police department, fire department, hospitals, and nursing homes, and more. This team was responsible for facilitating the delivery of over 65,000 meals to over 40 hospitals, medical centers, food pantries, and community organizations throughout the city and coordinated with the Catholic Telemedia Network and the school's office of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn to deliver nearly 1,000 iPads to 21 Catholic academies across Brooklyn and Queens. Therefore, I, Eric Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, and on behalf of Borough's 2.5 million residents, offer my deepest appreciation and heartfelt gratitude for all you have done to keep Brooklyn and its residents safe throughout the duration of this historic health crisis. Despite the challenges, difficulty, and peril involved, you place your fears aside, let your heart, and selflessly face the dangers head on to serve the public and help your neighbors. Your generosity, your kindness, and your sacrifices will never be forgotten. On behalf of the office of the Brooklyn Borough President, we congratulate you with this honor.
Come get in the picture. Get on that side with this. These all the honorees are here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Let me grab, I'll do these. Thank you so much, and this is so important for us this afternoon as we acknowledge all of our honorees who are here. We want to bring up David Morales, and we want to thank him for his contributions, as Delilah just mentioned, all the contribution of all of the members of the organization for just really being the heroes, the COVID heroes that we expect. Give it up for David Morales. Thank you. We'll do one group picture so you can stand over right here. And Dennis Fisson. Dennis? All right, congratulations. We'll do one picture or do a group one. Thank you. And our good friend, the great Dr. Victor Massey. Doctor, amazing doctor here in the Brooklyn community. We'll do a group picture. Thank you. And Mr. Joseph Vega. Joseph? Thank you. As soon as I become mayor, I'm going to put my earrings back. Oh, yeah, there you go. And Ms. Kim Sisto. Thank you, Kim. And Matthew Mikion Slatery. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Michael Tatsis. All right, Michael. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. And Rob Rich. Rob here with us? All right, Rob, doing double duty. Thank you, man. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. and Wilfredo Vega.
Next to last, baby. They saved the best for last.
Thank you. Oh, good. We're going to do a joint picture. All right, Eric. No, leave it there. Leave it there. And so again, we want to thank this amazing Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn Emergency Task Force. They sprung into action when COVID sprung into our city. And the information speaks volume. 500,000 masks, 100,000 bottles of hand sanitizers, 40,000 gloves to police departments, fire departments, hospitals, nursing homes, and other entities. So when you do a real analysis, you understand that the key to getting COVID under control was to make sure we distributed face masks, hand sanitizers, and ensure that our first responders were on the front line. These first responders were on the front line because these men and women were behind the line, supplying them with the tools that they needed to move forward and keep New Yorkers safe. And even during these challenging times, we should take a moment and acknowledge how our faith-based institutions play such a vital and critical role on getting our city back up and operating. We cannot thank them enough. This task force is a symbol that during difficult times, difficult moments, we have great New Yorkers who come together and help us through this. But they did not just deal with our first line responders. They also did something that many people have missed. They helped out our young people, giving out over 1,000 iPads to our young people who were in need so they could continue their education. So I say to the diocese, I say to this task force, thank you, thank you, thank you. New York City cannot thank you enough. We are a better place because we have better people in this city. So thank you so much. Thank you. I just noticed that we have our great councilman here, Councilman Matthew Eugene. He'll close us out with a few words. Councilman Dr. Matthew Eugene.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Borough President Adams. I'm going to be very, very brief. I couldn't miss this opportunity to come to join my colleagues, a wonderful public servant, somebody who stands really for Brooklyn and for all of us, somebody who is always in the forefront of the fight for all of us, and also to commend those who do the right thing for the borough and also for the city. And I want to take the opportunity to say from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of all of us who have the opportunity to be alive today, and also on behalf of everybody in New York City, I want to commend and thank the volunteers, the members of the Emergency Task Force from the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for what you have done. Let's put our hands together for them, please, and they deserve it. You know, a few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to name a street after somebody who is known very well by the Diocese of Queens and Brooklyn, Pierre Toussaint. And according to the history, Pierre Toussaint is the father of the Catholic charity. I'm saying that to say that Pierre Toussaint is somebody who has been living in the 17th. But I'm saying that to say that it is a tradition of the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens to be in the front line, to serve people in need, to do everything that they can do to make sure they fulfill the need of the people who are suffering. If today we can be here, If today we have the hope that we are going to get back to our normal life, it is because of dedicated people like them, people who show that they understand they have to do something, put their life in danger for those who are suffering. We are able to overcome COVID-19 because of them. And if it was not for them, the crisis would be worse. And again, to all of you, thank you so very much. To Borough President Adams, thank you so very much. This is something that we should all try to do. You are inspiration for all of us in New York City. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you all. That concludes our program today. Thank you.